they're almost worried
Stage
that
presence?
like the aesthetics doesn't send the right message. Like they're worried about it, and that's bullshit. Speaking of fuck yeah, we're live, dude.
Oh, speaking of fuck yeah. Okay.
Dude, we're fucking here, man. Episode 12, Face Splitter Podcast. Great to have you back.
And the sunglasses came with you.
Yep. Sunglasses came with me. I'm trying it for 2 episodes. See if I get the rave response that I'm pretty sure I'm going to get.
Traversed 11 to 12.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, maybe you two can have some of these. I think the brand is Shuang Huang sunglasses, you know?
Yep.
Amazon special. Definitely got these shipped in. Exotic, you know. They're exotic.
I was going to say, they actually do look very cool.
Well, I mean,
I even like the logo on it. Kind of reminds me of the Progenics logo.
that's what I tell people. I say, you know, I have protein sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like animal peptides in here.
They're good for
your
head.
Exactly. So
Your
this
head,
came from the it's salt of the earth shit here, you know what I'm saying? So none of these Colorado hippies can get mad at me.
Do they still make Progenics?
I don't know. Remember how huge they were?
Yeah.
And fucking expensive it was?
It was very expensive protein, yeah.
It was during that CrossFit time where like you felt like you had to buy everything.
Yeah.
Or they like, you know, you saw those people that were getting legit and really good, and they're like, "Oh, I take Progenics, man."
And they didn't have, what is that, Afterpay that people use now? They're like,
Afterpay?
Yeah, so you can like it's like a credit to your account. So you can buy all the expensive Nobles and hey, interest free up front, and then you just pay it off.
Really?
Yeah, it's a loan for shit that you shouldn't have in the first place.
Oh my god!
It's like worse than a car. It probably has better resale value than a car because like I've been.
That
on,
sounds like
found,
the beginning of Destroyed Families.
Yeah, exactly. Every time there's a new Noble drop, I'm like, oh no.
Here we fucking go, dude.
And they sell out in like 5 seconds.
I know, man.
Like they make cool shit too.
Yeah.
You know, there's some stuff like I have some of their shirts. I've had their shoes hold up.
Their shoes do hold up.
You know, aesthetic is, you know, that's all subjective. You can like what you like, but like things that like clothes that don't hold up, I mean, it's frustrating.
Their shoes hold up. I think they've probably held up better than some of the other ones I've had. Yeah. Definitely more than Metcons, because Metcons are still like, they still have that like Nike feel to them, where like the sole is kind of like wrapped around the front of the shoe and inevitably just like peels off.
I remember like the first Metcons too were just very like soft. Like I feel like it took like a couple weeks and I feel like I was just wearing a sock. Oh. But I think with clothes, like I kind of go through phases. Like I want the expensive stuff because it lasts. But then I'm like with shorts.
Yeah.
I either buy one pair of $70 shorts.
Yep.
Or I buy
5 pairs of $10 shorts.
Exactly. It's like
I'm in the 5 pairs of $10 shorts right now.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
I'm in that phase.
Fabletics.
Yeah,
and like,
dude.
they're still. You had these on weeks ago, and they're still.
on. I haven't changed.
I haven't watched
so they last. Not only do they smell great still.
Yeah.
They're still like, you know, they're providing some support.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of the direction.
But I've reached that point where, as a father, I've been married for about, you know, how long has it been? Shit.
You should probably know.
I think it's been 7 years.
That's a number. I think.
It's definitely been. I don't know. It's been a while, but I'm to the point where the shit I buy, I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
because it's gonna get shit on it.
Yeah, and you're not trying to impress, you know.
I'm trying to impress Mama Bear every day. I mean, I come down, you know, with the shirt off, you know.
Yep.
I come down with the shirt off. There's a little bit more hair on the chest, the stomach sticking out, but you know, I feel like what's attractive about me is that I keep the belly down to a certain extent that it's not noticeable, but you can tell I live a lavish lifestyle. Like you can tell that I'm eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch at least every other day.
Yeah.
So you know I've made it, but you know cereal. I'm trying to keep the body tight. Okay, carbs ain't nothing right now.
Yeah, and you got a gym in the garage. So
got a gym in the garage. My blood pressure's borderline, but we're still there.
Yeah, the yin and the yang, right? So
I can still keep up, you know, with this podcast. I never shut up, so you know, health must be that. If that's an indicator of health, I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we got some shows coming up, dude. We got some shows. For all of you that don't know, if you haven't picked up already, we live in Colorado, Denver, Colorado Springs. That's our corridor right there.
Colorado Springs metropolitan area.
Oh, it's a sprawling metropolis.
It really is. Probably the most rapidly sprawling one.
Yeah. So, like, growing up here, Colorado Springs was cool.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, it's not like it's not cool now, but it was this littleish town that people came to visit. They'd be like, oh, let's go to Pikes Peak. Let's go. And now this is like everybody in the country is like, let's go.
You have to pay to park to do the incline.
Yeah, you have to pay to park to do the incline. Dude, I remember you just used to show up, and that was it. And you didn't have, I think didn't you at one point have to have reservations?
Now you have to have reservations. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
It's wild. We just got to go start our own fundamental like Mormon cult in a different city, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Because it would keep people out, but then bring women in.
Yeah, because women are attracted to cults.
Well, we'd have a systematic way to get them in via
that's a
marriage.
Thing, right? Yeah. They're like, yeah, okay.
Catch my drift?
Yeah. Too many cult.
I don't know how. It's just the way. It's the way of the Lord. It's the way of the Lord. Okay, it's His word. It's His message.
And that's all you have to say, and then they come running.
But we have some bands coming up. All right. Let's see. Parkway Drive, 29. Is it 29 September? Mission Ballroom. I've never been to Mission Ballroom. Have you?
I have. It's awesome.
Is it good?
It's really cool.
Is it downtown?
I believe it is. Isn't it off Colfax?
Oh, I forget. It's like where all of them are.
I feel like it's right near the Bluebird, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, then that's down there by like the Paramount. Bluebird. I think Gothic's on Colfax too.
Isn't the Ogden over there too somewhere?
Oh, maybe the Gothic's off. Yeah, I think where did we see Between the Bear to Me?
We saw them at.
Was that the Gothic?
No.
It was at Ogden, huh?
It must have been Ogden, yeah.
Was it? So
I feel like it was a venue I'd been to. So
Colfax has a few, and I've never been to Mission Ballroom. I have been. Now the ones that are downtown, like downtown, I guess Colfax is kind of downtown, but like in the heart of this downtown, you have like the Marquee and the Summit. You've been to Summit, right?
Summit for sure.
Summit rules, dude.
Summit's good.
Yeah, Summit's good.
That show is going to be insane. So any of you,
do you know who's playing with them?
Yeah, it's like Make Them Suffer. It's the like Monsters of Oz. So it's like Make Them Suffer, North Lane.
Ooh, okay. I'm interested.
Parkway and somebody else.
It's in 10 days.
Yeah, there's some really cool bands on that one. There's actually a lot of just bands on tour right now that just like are not going through Denver.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is, if you're going to go across the country, this is the place to stop midway.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like the whole like crossing the Rockies thing or what it is. But
where else are you going to stop? I guess you go through Texas.
Yeah, if you go south, you go through Albuquerque, which is a pretty big city.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
bigger than Denver, though?
I don't think it's bigger than Denver. But it's pretty big. I mean, I would say it's probably comparable.
Yeah, it is. When you're driving down I-25 and you pass it, you're like, oh, okay. Like New Mexico's a thing.
And then, and then from there, it's like Arizona, California. So you're like, a lot of times I've seen it, it's like Albuquerque, and then the next day is like either they're Phoenix or it's right to California.
Okay.
So.
Damn.
Yeah, if they take that southern route, I guess they'd miss Denver. Or like Behemoth did, and they just
fuck those guys.
Yeah, St. Louis all the way.
Favorite band, they just were like, fuck you. Yeah. But anyways, so moving on, Cannibal with Mayhem.
Yeah,
dude,
that was
Cannibal
cool.
with Mayhem, October 6th, man. Mission Ballroom as well. I might be going to that one.
That one would be good.
That's got two heavy hitters for me, man.
Yep, I've never seen Mayhem.
Cannibal. I saw Cannibal with the Black Dahlia Murder back in Seattle. Yeah, I forgot where. El Corazon, I think it was. Some small venue. There's a pole right in front of like the stage. Like they're like playing, you kind of had to like look around. But they played really good. They were really great live. They were great live. Very clear and very tight.
Yeah.
So I'd see them again.
Cannibal Corpse was?
Cannibal, yeah, Cannibal. And then I've never seen Mayhem. Obviously Mayhem's like a not original lineup, some changes, but love the tunes,
That'll be a little different.
I was actually about to go to a show. It was I think it was either Immortal or Abbott with Mayhem. I think it was out in San Diego. Yeah. And then dude, COVID just hit. Really? And I mean, we were towing the line like, do we still go? We don't know. And then finally, like, I think maybe it was a couple days before the show they canceled. And then that's when everything started just shutting down.
That sucks.
We were like hoping to God we could get to it, but yeah.
I think every time I look at that book, the Norwegian black metal one, I'm like, man, it would have been so cool to like see those bands when they were just
that book has the original, not the original, but a copy of the original letter.
Yeah, to
Mayhem. That he killed himself.
Yeah.
Sometimes I read that just to get like a buzz, dude.
It's a good thing.
I'm like just to like feel
thrill,
like just feel weird.
Yeah. When it's like a moody day outside, that's like the perfect book to like look at.
Dude. Just like, and so, but some of the thing is, some of the photography in that book is like
so good,
bar none, some of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah, it makes you want to visit that country.
It does.
Like
yeah,
it's just really, it's like the Pacific Northwest, man.
Well, apparently black metal, like you talk to it to like a lay Norwegian, and it's like, yeah, we have black metal.
Yeah,
it's like it's like Led Zeppelin for us.
Yeah,
like, okay, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, Immortal,
yeah,
Burzum, yeah, sure.
And then they did like Until the Night Takes Us. That was like the documentary about it, right?
Oh yeah, wasn't there a book, Sons of Chaos or something like that?
Yeah, Lords of Chaos.
Lords of Chaos.
And then they made that
movie. Is it based off the book, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought the movie was shit.
Yeah, that's my buddy said. My buddy Sage said it was horrible.
You haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, I'm surprised.
Yeah. Well, because I was going to, and then I hear stuff from like my friends, and they're like, "Oh, it's horrible." I'm like, "Oh well, fucking there that goes."
I thought like because they use, I think it's like Macaulay Culkin's brother that plays.
Really?
Euronymous. I think that's who he plays.
Damn.
So like, I don't know. So there's parts where I'm like, oh, this like it actually is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
like the story.
Yeah. Yeah. But then it's like, I mean, they show like everything.
Who plays Varg?
I don't know, but he doesn't look like I thought he would.
Doesn't look like him.
Like if you think of like what Varg looks like now versus,
it's not him.
Like, this ain't Varg. Look more crazy,
I know, dude.
Varg wouldn't talk like that.
Dude, for something like that, where you got some cult followers, man, you gotta nail that shit.
You could tell they tried to do like Varg's hair the way it was back then. Like, you see the photo of him smiling with the long hair.
Yeah.
You could tell they went for that look, but the dude's like, I think the guy's like kind of heavy set.
Really?
Which I don't know if Varg was or not.
I'm pretty sure he's always been pretty like stick thin.
Yeah, like not to body shame or whatever. I don't know, but like. Yeah, I didn't. I was like, this is not who I would have picked to play him. I would pick Keanu Reeves before I picked this guy. But yeah, you could tell
Wick shows up.
like it had.
That's potential. Who actually killed him, John Wick, dude.
Yeah, John Wick just smoked him and then left his job on there. Yeah.
Damn. Well, yeah.
So, yeah. Oh yeah, and then what else we got here? Periphery and the 6th. That's actually 2 dates, isn't it? Isn't the 6th and the 7th or the 5th?
Are they playing 2?
Yeah, I believe they played 2 back-to-back dates with 2.
Bluebird, great venue on Colfax, right?
Yeah.
Actually, and then, dude, Dying Fetus, 9 November.
You and I were supposed to go to a Dying Fetus show before. It was Dying Fetus and Dirt as Murder, and you couldn't go.
Why not?
It was on my birthday.
Oh, why couldn't I go?
I don't know. Oh, Army Strikes Again. I think that's the text you sent.
Ah, damn it.
And that was like 5 years ago.
5 years ago, dude?
Yeah.
Well, I've only seen Dying Fetus once, and they're one of those bands for me. I would drop a lot of things to go see them, but of course that's the day before my next baby's due.
This one,
November 9th is the day before my kids do. Okay. I'm telling you, dude, like you can't schedule nothing.
I hate that that's the band,
and that's right. I know. Imagine if I went and saw them, and then I went to the birth, and I was like, "Yeah, who'd you guys see?" The nurses be like, "Who'd you just see?" Yeah, saw Dying Fetus, and I'm like,
oh, okay. What kind of band is that? Like, what do you
think? That sounds fun. And then Cattle Decapitation.
Everyone's
with Immolation.
Favorite vegetarian death metal crew. I don't know Immolation. Do you know them?
I haven't really listened to them, but love Cattle Decapitation. Yeah. Their latest releases have been pretty damn good. I am a guy that likes that the weird singing stuff they do.
Ooh, okay.
I think it's like it doesn't fit, but it's one of those things that like when you first listen to them, it doesn't fit, but it grows on you, and you're just it's something that makes them unique from all the other like death.
Is there like a large part of their fan base that dislikes that?
I've ran into a couple of people that just like it's not their cup of tea. They love. I mean, the thing is, you can't get around like the music that they make and the riffs that they play.
Yeah.
But they've just gone a step further and made like they've set themselves apart from other death metal bands.
They have a new album out, or like they're releasing songs.
I don't know what their last release was, but the newer stuff that I've listened to has been fantastic.
Yeah, it has a pretty interesting.
Let's check it out.
Cover, because the last one was Death Atlas, right? Wasn't that the previous one?
Let's check.
Yeah,
here we go.
2018. What that says?
Well, this one's. Let's see. Death Atlas is 2019. That's the last one I've heard of.
And then Terrasite.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Okay. And then Terrasite.
To Serve Man. That's the best one right there.
Yeah, this year. But I love Death Atlas. Loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
And then, so the thing is, though, was there one other? No. So this basically takes us to this December. I'm sure there's going to be bands here and there.
Yeah.
But that one's at the Gothic. And Dying Feet is at the Summit. Damn.
This is probably two and a half years ago.
Yeah.
I had these like special edition like joggers that had the new Ouroboros logo, like the cattle decapitation logo on them.
You had it?
I had that. And I had a matching tank top that had the new Ouroboros logo. That was in gold. And they were I lost the one somehow, I think, when I moved, but then the pants were in my car that got stolen.
Oh.
So some asshole took my car.
They wanted the pants. That was the best way to get the pants.
Well, when they found my car, the pants were not in it, so I like to think that some guy's wearing them around.
Whoa, they took those pants?
Someone else's pants, you know what I mean? Like a shirt's one thing, but
I remember I had some despised Icon gym shorts.
Oh yeah, those were sick.
I can't remember what I did with them. I'm pretty sure I stole them from somebody.
But they just had a re-release of like a new Ouroboros that's like a blue like tie-dye tank top. Mm-hmm. And it was like special edition, and I snagged that.
Damn!
So I have that.
Okay.
So
keep it close. I'll put it in your car.
Oh my God. Never. Yeah, it's never leaving my
house. Yeah, so we got some good shows coming to Denver then.
Some really good ones.
I didn't look to see what was even coming to Colorado Springs.
Yeah, I looked online the other day, and there wasn't anything that I was
not a lot.
Oh, let's go see this. But Wolves in the Throne Room.
Oh, we talked about that a couple shows ago.
Are you going?
What date is it again? It's in September.
I think it's in October.
October 28th.
Let me just look at my handy dandy calendar here.
There we go. He's got a little metal calendar. True fan. True fan.
But that one's gonna be good. So, it's the 20. Oh, maybe it is.
I thought it was in September.
No, it's Yom Kippur. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, it is. It's the 24th.
24th. So
that's this Sunday.
Damn, this Sunday. Well, let's go.
Well, I'm gonna see you Saturday, so maybe I can.
There we go. Let's go.
A couple of beers and I'll course you into going.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I'll see if I can get you a ticket.
Just all you got to do is get me a little drunk, then I'll buy the ticket, and then buy more expensive things. It has to get me to Denver, and then I'm there.
Yep, exactly.
I just gave you the plan. I just gave you the fucking master plan.
I got some good buddies that are coming too, so
all right,
this would be, I think, a nice experience for all of us.
All right, man. So let's do this. Let's take a question. Yep. This one's from @JamesStrumDad @James_StrumDaddy. Thoughts on the tomb mold controversy?
Dude, I don't know anything about this.
Do you know anything about this?
No.
I found out about it. So Decibel put out a album cover. This beautiful album cover right here with Tomb Mold, who Resident I love.
Evil 2. Okay.
And apparently they've gotten some hit for the clothes that they're wearing.
All right.
So I have no idea. They're just wearing T-shirts, right?
Okay, yeah.
This guy's wearing something that looks like it's from the 90s. Could almost be like Doug. And Homeboy's got a Resident Evil 2 shirt on.
Yeah, one of the greatest
What the fuck's wrong with that? Okay. And like the comments people were saying were like these dudes look like they wanna started. What is this? Oh, so they actually. Oh, so they're getting a lot of heat for a bunch of stuff they've done.
All right.
Yeah, and so people are mad about what they do. People are kind of mad of how like they look, which is the most ridiculous fucking thing.
How is this a controversy?
Like, I like the new Tomb. This is what one of the pissed off fans said. I like the new Tomb Mold record a lot.
But
no shit, because that's what they fucking do. But death metal bands really need to understand that getting your picture on a magazine cover fucking means something, and meet the moment.
Death metal needs more.
Death metal needs more.
I can't read that from here.
Acaracox, and fewer examples of this. I'm pretty sure that's just a band or something. Basically, this is snob level fucking 2000, dude.
Can you look up a photo of them so I can just see like a candid shot of them playing or something?
Let's see. Tomb Mold Live.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, look, just they wear t-shirts.
Why do people give a shit about this?
This guy's just, yeah. The thing is, though, that this is a common thing with metal, man. Like, people get too worried about, like, the message. Or, like, people get too worried about
the aesthetics of, like, what they're
almost worried that,
presence?
like, the aesthetics doesn't send the right message. Like, they're worried about it. And that's bullshit. You know? It's like back in the day, dude. Iron Maiden's first album. Iron Maiden's first album, or first, I guess first two albums, sounded super punky, right?
Yeah.
Like it didn't sound like it did in later albums. A record exec would come up to them and be like, hey, if you guys shave your head and dye it pink, we'll sign you to this punk label. And they're like, I mean, it's about the music. We're not going to change the way we look. We just look like a bunch of metal guys that are playing music that we like.
You're taken away from like the artistic prowess that they're trying to achieve, right?
It just blows my mind that someone wears a Resident Evil 2 shirt and someone gets mad about it.
Yeah, like, sorry, he has interest outside.
Like, do you like the fucking music? Do you like what they actually do? Do you like what they're paid to do? Make music.
That's actually insane that I'm even
isn't it?
reading, like, that's like an article.
But this is, dude. But this is like this is the fucking internet, though.
Yeah.
And I thought about this. The internet is a weird place because, one, you can get showered in compliments and people will be like overly positive and nice for no reason. And then you'll get the polar opposite of people that just are just unload, like they bring their baggage in. There's like, this is where I unload all my shit on your post. You know, it's insane how you get these like weird polarized things. But then it makes sense because those polarized things drive engagement and piss people off.
There's there's like people that are trying to do the social justice thing with everything they see too. Like there's like the bassist for Thyra's Murder, his name's Kevy.
Yeah.
He's got I think now he has like a weightlifting brand called like Absolute or something like that. But he also, I think, was like sponsored or maybe works out at some gym. He's like a well-renowned power lifter.
Oh, really?
Very strong guy.
Wait, the really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But he wears these shirts that say like Norse Fitness.
Yeah.
And like the Artist Murder posts a photo about it, and then people were like some dude just in the comment section was like, Norse Fitness, huh? Anybody else think this might be some sort of white supremacist movement? It's like, are you fucking serious? Like, how do you, like, that is such a reach. The dude just likes to lift weights and he plays bass. Like, pretty simple.
Damn.
But you have to, like, you can't just listen to music. You have to, like, I guess when you just don't have a life, you have to make one up. And
that's true. And I mean, you got to think, dude, a couple years of COVID where people didn't have fucking lives.
Yeah.
They're pretty damn good at
you got to fabricate out of problems that don't
their
exist.
own bullshit, yeah.
The good thing is that there's a lot of people that are just, like, policing it. Like, I remember even reading that comment. People were like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Like that's coming around.
Dumb.
That's coming around. People being like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, no one really wants to hear you talk about it.
And then Tomb Mold replied to that. I guess they replied to some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Because they also posted a picture of them wearing like ties and suit coats and stuff.
Oh, no.
And they were like, oh, I feel like these guys are trying to sell me crypto or something. It's like, Jesus. But then they responded to Mold.
Yeah.
We are literally wearing just T-shirts and shorts in that photo.
Yeah.
Why does anyone care? Wait until you see the whole feature.
Yeah.
It's like, seriously, though. But also, even that guy, like, dude, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Wait till you see the whole feature? No, go fuck yourself.
Why would
you know?
I want to be something? Yeah, exactly. I remember even reading, like, there's and this is recently too. I don't know what the guy's channel is, but he interviews a lot of like popular guitarists.
Yeah.
But he had Tim Henson on there, and I don't think a lot of people have ever heard him talk.
Tim Henson?
Yeah, but he has like, I don't know, like like if you hear his voice, you're like, oh, that's him. He doesn't have a very deep voice.
Yeah.
People were just like shitting on him and like, this guy's like one of the most incredible musicians on the planet, and like that's what you're focused on is how he talks.
Yeah.
Like
nobody used to make fun of fucking Eddie Van Halen's half a tongue and the way he couldn't fucking talk.
Right,
So
yeah.
it's like, but what the hell? Like, it's a new age, man, where people are just trying to poke holes in everybody.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, and I hate to like generalize this, but like our parents' generation, they very much fixate on that as well. Like they'll look at like, oh, I'm like, oh, listen to this band. They're like, oh, why do they dress like that?
Yeah.
Why do they wear that stuff? It's like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I don't even care. Like, and I like the band.
I know.
I don't care about anything they do outside of making music.
Dude, I got a story for this. I think it extends even beyond that. Like my grandfather's generation, like the Rolling Stones came on. My dad was a kid, right?
Yeah.
My dad was born in '59, so he went through through the '60s, '70s, and it had to be like early '70s. He was watching TV with his dad. Rolling Stones came on, and they're playing, and then my dad's sitting there with his dad, and then Grandpa looks at him and goes, "These are your heroes?
Yeah.
Dressed like this? Dressed like this?" And my dad's like, "The fuck?
Yeah.
It's about the music."
Yeah.
And I mean, people get fixated on that, and also you got to understand people. There's some people that get into the metal scene for the metal scene. They don't get like, rather than listening to the music and kind of getting into that scene via like falling in love with it.
Sure.
A lot of people try and assimilate into the culture just because of the way it looks.
Yeah. The shock rock value of it a little.
And then so when people don't fit the narrative, they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I really like that band. Like, what the hell? Now they're not wearing just all black metal shirts. I can't even believe that just even was written on the internet and there's a controversy.
Isn't that funny? Yeah. Glad this person brought it up because it really opened up a can of worms for us.
I'm sitting over here all pissed off.
Even like, what's the name? They're from Denver, is Blood Incantation.
Oh, yeah.
We both love. I saw them here at the Triple Nickel.
Did you?
Yeah, so it's pretty much like the size of this room.
Yeah, Triple Nickel's tiny.
Yeah, I mean, there's no stage or anything.
You ever been to Vultures?
Yeah, I've never seen a show there.
Me neither.
But it's next to the Black
Yeah,
Sheep. Yeah. I like sometimes they have like doom metal bands.
Dude, sometimes they have some grimy shit.
Yeah, like that's I don't know. That's what you're talking about, like the scene. Like some people just miss that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't have to pay $5 to see a show. Like, I mean, I can,
dude,
100%.
I can get behind that for sure.
Yeah. Any of these shows that we just listed. I mean, if you want to take another person.
Yeah.
I actually looked at how much it was going to be to go see that Parkway show, and it was like $30 processing fee, and then like $20 delivery fee, and I'm like, you're emailing it to me.
That's what I don't get, dude. A fucking delivery fee?
Like, oh, so you're gonna hand deliver it to my house? Like, that's
is it gonna be wrapped up in a fucking box?
Yeah, like there better be some cool stuff.
There better be chocolate.
Yeah,
God damn, dude. I don't know, man. That's some of the shit, and then I feel, stuff comes around, albeit I don't think it comes around fast enough.
Yeah.
But like people are wanting they're wanting basically I'm getting the feel that people are wanting a little bit more of a stripped down sound in heavy music lately.
Yeah.
And I don't know where it started, but I mean, think about when Power Trip came out.
Yeah.
Power Trip was really stripped down, played in fucking E standard, and was some of the heaviest shit you've ever listened to.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy, like no crazy melodic solos. And then you got stuff like Gatecreeper, super straightforward, heavy. You know, I feel like we're trending in that direction where it's like, bring some of the simplicity back.
I agree. And I think too, with specifically with tunings and stuff, I see this a lot too, and it seems like it's dying out, which I think is great. People are like, how low can I play something?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And like, I think that stuff's cool, like just the novelty of like what frequency you can play this at, but there's a lot of, I think, talentless following with that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Where it's like, okay, I only like this kind of doom metal because they play this tuning, and it's like, yeah, but they're not playing shit.
They're not fucking playing anything,
like,
man.
They're the best guitarists in the world that don't do any of that, or the best bands in the world don't mess around because they have the brain and the capacity to play things that you could never. So people who gatekeep like, oh, I only listen to this because of that. It's like some of the best songs in the world are written in E standard,
man.
right?
And that's the truth.
And they still continue to be because it is the best key to play in for most things.
Absolutely.
Almost everything can be transcribed to it. It can be, it crosses the divide to other instruments. There's a reason why not everybody's playing in drop X sharp,
and like fucking 10-string guitars and stuff, which is fine. If you can if that's your thing and you can bring that into the mix, all more power to you, right?
We've talked about it before too, like just the breakdown era of like the mid 2000s. I mean, everybody was like, man, like what's the best breakdown?
Dude. And how much rest can I have in between each strum? Like,
but then it's just,
which is good for. I mean, I guess it's just evolving music. Like it was good, great. It had its heyday. For me, it's like I don't know. It's behind me, but it's tough. I include it in my repertoire. Like I like it now. It's like it's not my end all be all because then it's like, well, sometimes I just want to listen to fucking I want to listen to Havoc. Yeah. And just like listen to thrash, like just some straightforward fucking thrash with shredding. Yeah. You know.
I like people who really just like, I don't know, they break the divide or they're just experimenting, right? Like,
right.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy complicated. It doesn't have to be anything low or high, just unique. That's a hard thing to find now. Luckily we have all these people at our disposal. Like, oh man, this guy's good. This guy's good.
Speaking of which, let's look at some riffers, dude.
Yeah.
Good fucking segue. Damn, you get paid to do this? Holy shit.
Not as of late.
All right. Let's check this guy out. Whoa.
What is this thing?
I don't know, but this is Sebasticide from FM Guitars Official. This guitar is interesting. It's got like the Steve Vai handle.
Is it there's no headstock?
I don't know. It's like, I guess we're just looking at his picking hand. So let's take a look. Oh, jeez.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's the hybrid.
This is cool. Yeah, absolutely.
And dry, but perfect amount.
He's really biting down that pick, too. I can't even see it.
Damn.
Wow.
That is, dude, this is beautiful.
Does he play in a band or is he just one-off artist? That guitar is actually very cool. That is not what I thought it was going to sound like.
This is writing some tech death riffs. Dude, this reminds me of like Beneath the Massacre.
Yeah.
Remember them, dude?
Oh, they're like a Canadian band.
Dude, it was like, you had to like study to listen to them.
Yeah. Yeah. And
fucking Faceless was kind of up there too.
Yeah,
you know, it's a little techie.
Very
I wouldn't say
fast.
It's complicated, but
not the math metal. But even like, have you listened to Arcspire?
No,
I think you'd really dig them.
Yeah,
they write some incredible music and very very fast. And
okay,
you're like, wow, I'll never even think of something like that. Yeah, I think he's got a podcast too.
Okay, damn. All right, let's check out.
It's the only thing that we have in common with it.
Let's check out, let's see. Who do we got here? Have we seen this guy yet? I think we did.
I think so. He's playing that one.
I know we haven't seen this guy. We featured him before, but dude, he just sounds good. I think this is Chili Toy. Chili Toy. And I'm not the biggest Solar fan, but I do like this all blacked out.
You almost bought one, didn't you?
Yeah, the lime green one.
100%.
It's almost a lead. Dude, what I like about Natty videos too, when they sweep, I love hearing
the actual
like that.
It's actually touching. And I really like the way
dude.
I love string skipping.
Oh yeah,
right there.
That's your thing.
That's probably one of my favorite sounds on the guitar. I think it sounds because it sounds cool even on an acoustic guitar.
Yeah. It's got that pop. That pop.
I think he has those blackouts. Is that the bare knuckle blackouts?
I think so. It's like a blade.
I like when they list it in here.
Yeah, I know if they would like list their whole thing. Let's see, Precision
Yeah.
Drive.
Oh, no,
Omnia.
I'm wrong.
Haven Omnia.
I was thinking Black Hawks,
Oh, okay.
which is not that. I think that's like a
Tune to C standard, like a fucking boss, like a boss,
Yeah.
dude. It's like my favorite tuning.
Oh, that's Black Dahlias and Between the Buried and Me. Yeah.
I think it's heavy enough, but it still maintains like the high registers when you're doing leads.
I
At least
remember,
enough.
yeah. I remember the first time like I tried to learn one of their songs, and I was like, "Wait, this isn't in drop tuning. This isn't in drop C,
Nah,
like,
dude.
and it's in like not an easy tuning to find.
Yeah,
either,
yeah,
'cause it's
yeah.
like a half step or whatever." But I was like, "That's how I know these bands are good."
Yeah.
'Cause
They're
they're
playing. That's a whole step down, or two steps down.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2 steps down.
yeah, it's nuts.
And I
was
mean,
like, man,
that's to the point where it's like, okay, you need to change string gauge, tension a
Yeah.
little bit here,
Yeah.
or else it just sounds like a fucking wire brush.
big time. Yeah, like that song. I think I was in high school when that Def Leppard album came out.
God.
I Will Return. Like
Dude, that song. That was the album. That was Ryan Knight's first album.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's when like a lot of people, I feel like everybody has a different view on Dahlia. Like some people are like, yep, Miasma was it for me.
Yeah.
Or like, a big turnaround too was like a big pivotal album was Nocturnal with Deathmatch Divine.
Yeah.
What a Horrible Night to Have a Curse. I
Yeah,
guess
everything went
Miasma
black.
did have Statutory Ape and I'm Charming, but
I think
then Def
was
Leppard
like
was like, I feel like
major step
put them
above.
on the path
Yeah.
because the guitar playing got so much better.
Yeah.
It got so much better, and then it stayed that way.
Does Brian, does he write a lot of the music too?
Brian Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I want to say he wrote most of the actual music. Lyrics are obviously probably from Trevor, but I think the backbone of like the music and the riffs and all that came from Brian. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
It's like crazy how people that can smoke that much weed and still
Just make some like masterpieces,
construct music.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, like
whole albums.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they just really have it, and they have like such an amazing talent. For
It's like
it.
their knack. Like it's. I guess
Mhm.
it's when you find what you truly want to do. Like nothing's gonna stop you from doing that. You know.
Yeah, I remember listening to an interview with Nolly Get Good, who like doesn't play for Periphery, but he like does all their bass tracking and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
He used to be in their band, and they asked him like, is it hard for you guys to come up with material for the band? He's like, we have years worth of material. Like we
No
just
shit.
Yeah, he's like, just Misha writes so much stuff. All the guys write stuff. All of them write like
Really?
they write a lot of
I mean, they're all fucking virtuosos.
a lot of
Like,
synth stuff. They're just always writing anything.
Wow.
EDM, anything. And then I just remember when he said
It
that,
also
I was-
helps when you're that versatile of a band.
Yeah,
that's
for
another
sure.
thing.
Yeah, they're
you're
like a
not
super
locked
band.
into a single sound or
No.
a single trajectory.
Yeah.
Right?
I
They
guess-
have. It's like their azimuth is this wide, whereas
Yeah.
like Tech Death is they're making. That's it. They're
Yeah.
making. They don't have their left and right limits are pretty narrow.
Yeah, they're not gonna have a bunch of cucks on the internet talking about the shirt they wore
Yeah,
on a
right?
magazine cover.
Very true.
Yeah. I just remember when he said that, I was like, that is so crazy to hear that they just have
Years.
that much. And they're like, yeah, we just won't even do anything with that.
Dude, and I've got like, I'm doing it day by day.
yeah.
Holy shit. All right, so let's check some shredders out. Now, this guy, I think his name's Stratton Marshall. He's pretty big, but the reason I want to feature him is for all the guitarists out there. Like, he is one of the most clean lead players I've ever seen out there. And I mean, I think he just does guitar lessons. I don't think he's in a band or anything, but this guy is, you'll never hear him make a mistake. Granted, it's, makes videos, probably a couple
Yeah.
takes, but this guy is just clean. And he plays a bunch of cool guitars. Like, he's got a yellow Telly right here
Ooh, man.
with, I think it's Bird's Eye Maple or Flame Maple.
two of my
Can't tell.
favorite things.
Yeah, right? Let's check him out. This is Stratton Marshall. Let's hear it, buddy. It just looks like ease.
Yeah. He's got alternate picking down. He's got inside picking down,
Yeah,
too.
dude.
Wow.
Right? Like you'd be hearing several other notes if I was playing this.
Yeah. I'd be missing them.
Yes. Damn. That's what's impressive too, changing the speed.
Yeah, that was very cool. And you know what's like one of the biggest contributors like building that is a metronome.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I'm trying to learn something like this, I'm like, I can't even really follow it because it's not, it's isolated.
Right.
Like, I want to learn this lick, but you don't really know why you're playing it. And this dude's got that down.
That's what all the greats tell you to do. Play along with the metronome.
Yeah, I've never
which you should be
heard someone
doing.
say that.
I mean, it helps so much. And also what a metronome does too. When you're playing a lead and you think it sounds good and you think it fits and you think you've done all the math for it, put it on a metronome. You've probably played too many or not enough scales.
Yeah,
it always happens. A metronome will help you will help you do, I guess you could say, the musical theory math that you need. Sure,
yeah, help you phrase it better
for right? Sure.
Put it in the space it needs to.
I've written leads before and I'm like, oh wow, I wrote two extra bars that don't fit anywhere.
Yeah.
But all right.
Yeah, my man's good.
Yep. So this guy, I don't know how good it's gonna be. It's a live version, but this guy plays for, I think it's Suicidal Angels.
I thought that was Brandon Ellis.
It looks like him. Also with a Kelly style guitar.
And long hair,
guitar, right?
He's got no
But
sleeves.
I think this guy's name is Gus Drax. And plays for Suicidal Angels. He plays for, like, his leads are pretty stellar and pretty calculated and fit the song. I think I think he's one of those guys out there.
He's got that quad cortex too. You see that down there?
Does he?
Yeah. A lot of bands are using that thing.
He's I just feel like he's one of those guys that writes solos that complement the song.
Yeah.
And in this day and age, I feel like that's kind of hard
to
find. Because in a lot of, classic rock, whatever, a lot of the solos really complement the song and it runs together.
Yeah.
I feel like we kind of lost that when we got into like thrashy stuff, which a lot of the solos are great and all, but it really, when we got into the thrash and heavy metal stuff, some of those solos were really like a look at me rather than playing along with the song. Like,
yeah, watch any of the Best of Kerry King.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Jeff
Hanneman, dude. It's like,
yeah, and they're always like, yeah, don't worry, Kerry, you don't have to hit any of the right notes.
Yeah. So, so this is one of those guys I feel like is bringing it back to, like, I'm not.
I mean, he looks and sounds like Brandon.
I know.
He even has the same shoes on him. He's very good.
And that vibrato. Come on now.
Nailed it.
Yeah, dude, there's a trend with, like, Kelly style Explorers guitars. It's like the hotness.
Can you sit and play that thing? I've never even.
Yeah, you can.
It's like a Zyphos. Do you ever hold that guitar?
You tried to hold it like this and like went. Dude, yeah, that might be one of the, like, I have no. Alright, that was Gus Drax official of Suicidal Angels. And this dude rips. He's got a lot of great leads.
This is him last night in Portugal.
Like, just traveling the world,
just shredding outside in Portugal.
But the Zyphos, dude, I look at it and I have no interest in playing that thing or owning it.
Yeah, I mean, they still make that guitar? I guess they do. They made like an Iron Label version of it, didn't they?
Yeah, and I mean, now with the Zyphos, isn't that what Muhammad played from Necrophagist?
Was
it that?
It might have been. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember the first time I saw them play. I didn't see them live, but I saw a video of them, and I didn't realize he was doing all the vocals too. This guy is
holy shit.
Yeah,
I remember I found out about him. I think it was like in high school, and someone was telling me about, like, have you ever heard of Necrophagist? Like, and they what song? Stab Wound.
Stab Wound
was like the song, and I'm like, what is this bullshit? And then I finally heard like a sweep. I heard like a sweep for the first time. Yeah, and I'm like, and they were trying to explain to me, like, this is a guitar. Like, no,
he does a lot with the whammy bar.
It's not a guitar.
Yeah,
but the other guitarist is good too, dude.
Yeah,
both of them are fucking incredible. Yeah,
are they from like Czech or something? I don't remember where they're from, but I know he was like an architect, and that's why he quit. He
He quit Necrofat just to do.
Or he like was an architect before that.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Damn. Let's see. Where's Necrofat from?
It's some European country.
Germany. Technical death metal band founded and fronted by guitarist vocalist Muhammad Swinkmez. I butchered that. But talk about a foundational band for like every metal fan nowadays.
Yeah.
Like this is one of those bands that you have to pay a lot of credit to, even if you don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Kind of same with like Job for a Cowboy. And I think they've got something going on right now, right? I think they're going to...
Was it an album release?
Yeah, I think they've released some music or they're going to.
Yeah.
Maybe I dreamed
Oh, no. It's I think it might be an album release, but I also think... No, they're touring.
They're playing.
They're touring.
Yeah,
they're touring. Touring or playing somewhere, which would be a sweet show, dude.
I saw them play with Between the Buried and Me before.
Damn.
And Johnny Davey drank a bottle of whiskey on stage.
The whole thing.
I don't know if he drank the whole thing, but he was just like casually
doing
drinking.
It, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, this, wow.
Wow.
This is cool.
And they still got like 14 more dates to go.
Yeah. It's like the beginning of the tour.
Dude, that's what kills me about those 80s bands. Like those dudes were just Jack Daniel bottles like on the side of the stage. And I'm like, how did that even...
You see some of them now.
And you're like, oh, I see where it went.
It catches up to you. Yeah.
Like Vince Neil looks
Vince
like a
Neil.
fucking pancake, dude.
Oh my God. I feel bad like when I see it. Like when they showed him I was like, they shouldn't have even released this. Like, he was like out of breath and like wearing all the shit from back then, but it like not getting an updated version that's like maybe elastic.
It's a little too tight.
Yeah.
And his voice has always had that like weird high pitched ring to it.
Yeah.
And then on top of that you put age.
Sure.
And it's like
smoking.
Smoking, accidental death of one of his best friends, that'll do it to you too.
Yeah, daughter passed away, all that stuff.
Oh,
right?
geez,
There's like a lot of horrible shit, and I'm like, they could have made him like look better.
Yeah.
They didn't. Instead, they're like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
I don't know what it is with some of those 80s dudes that obviously he has money, so I don't know what the drive is to like still be in the spotlight and be. I mean, maybe they just crave to be in the spotlight all the time. Maybe. I don't know, but
or they feel like they owe it.
Yeah,
we're such a it's a nostalgic.
You need to take a step back.
Yeah,
like I mean,
or like who's your tour manager who's like, go out on stage.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Like you look fit.
Yeah, right. Like maybe it's hard to like, I don't know, self-reflect sometimes when you're doing that, but. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, man, I felt bad for him.
Yeah,
a lot. Dude's been through a lot.
There's a few 80s dudes that have been like, yeah, never. I'm not touring again, dude. Like, I'm done.
Yeah,
which is good. And some of them have like turned their lives around. Or like you'll get people like Warren DeMartini of Rat, like the guitarist. Mm-hmm. Like he tours a little bit, but he just does like guitar clinics and stuff like that.
Yeah,
which is like cool. Like, why would you like? There's a lot of people that look up to you for your guitar playing.
Yeah,
why would you not like ride that?
Sure. Then I see people like G.G. Allen, and I'm like, before I even like knew who he was, I knew he had already died. Like when I watched videos of him, I was like, there's no way that guy is still alive.
Dude, I know. Like what I'm seeing, the behavior and the aura of what I'm seeing right now has to be dead.
Yeah. Like there's no, like that's not a sustainable
There's no way that what I'm seeing right now is alive.
And I think he's if I'm not mistaken, he was the dude who like died at a party and people thought he was still alive. So they were like taking photos with him. Like he had sunglasses on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they were like, oh, cool. And then you realize like, no, he's been dead for like a minute.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, dude, this is episode 12 in the tank, man.
That's it.
In the tank. But with that being said, guys, make sure you follow us on social media at FaceSplitterPod. Instagram, TikTok, and I'm at Nick Axe Guitar.
I'm at Matthew Monty.
And then if you didn't know, we have these new mugs, Face Splitter mugs, that are going to be available in our store. More info to come, probably in the description of this video. So go check that out, okay? Yeah, they were about they were handmade. Okay, they're definitely handmade, and they even have Matt's name on the bottom here.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll be on every single.
Maybe we'll just say from Matt to you.
Yeah.
Love, Matt.
Yeah.
But more details to come on these bad boys and other merch. Okay. I think that's it, dude.
I think that's it.
All right.
Thanks,
Later,
guys.
Later.